Hi, hello guys and gals, Jeff King here, back again in the Den of Tools, and we got new tools, new stuff here coming at you from Ye Old Harbor Freight. They got some cool, exciting stuff. Let's jump into it. How you like that? We got a 20-volt brushless, cordless, half-inch, 3-speed brushless impact wrench. Yeah, this is we got the half-inch, and we got the 3/8 inch. The difference between the two, and they look about the same. We're looking at 475, at least quoted, breakaway torque on this one, and we're looking at 450 on the 3/8. Now, you know the brushed ones they have. This one right here, I have this one. I've been using it for a while. Did some brake jobs with it earlier. I guess it was this year. Wow, time flies, man. Anyway, 450 foot-pounds is the rated one on this. It was rough doing a brake job on a 1-ton pickup truck with an impact like this, but we got it done. You know, the real issue with it is it's bulky. This thing's like a torpedo. It's not as bad as like the Porter cable. That thing is just ridiculous. It's bulkier than you want it to be, but we were able to get it done. And then they had this one, the 3/8, which is basically its little brother. Both of these in brushed. But we're looking at this. We're looking at $60 on this one, $90 on this one, as opposed to $65 for the brushless, and $70. You're saving a chunk of money. You're $20. You're saving $70, $90, $20 with the new Bauer brushless. Now, of course, if you look at these, if you've been around Harbor Freight for a while, and I'm sure you have, you know the first second you saw these, you were like, I'm pretty sure I've seen that in blue. Yeah, me too. Now, the Harbor Freight Hercules line, they've been out for a while here, and we've seen this show up in other places. This is an OEM kind of product, of course. They're listing at 555 breakaway, 322 fastening. And then on this one, they're 525 and 229 respectively on the 3/8. Now, why is that important? Well, it kind of mirrors the trend we've seen at Harbor Freight, and honestly, what I've been seeing with a lot of these companies that put out multiple brands, and that is releasing, let's call them detuned versions of their top tier product. Hercules is the top tier line for Harbor Freight. The Earthquake cordless line is going away. And it's getting replaced by Hercules. That's who's stepping in. So Hercules is going to be their contractor and their mechanics line all rolled into one. And that's what we've seen with this. And now we're seeing Bauer kind of step up with their brushless coming in with essentially, I don't call it the same tool, but I mean, if you look at it, it's a 3-speed half-inch versus a 3-speed half-inch. I mean, they look, there's clearly DNA being shared there. So, as you know, we've seen this with Stanley Black & Decker. They'll take the DeWalt line, they'll detune it, and then sell it under the Red as a Craftsman brand. Then they'll detune it a little further and sell it as a Porter cable, and then it might one day end up as a Black & Decker. You never know with those guys. And you know, over at TTI, we've seen this with the Milwaukee down to the Rigid, to the Ryobi. We're seeing a lot of this, and over to the Hart. We're seeing a lot of the shared kind of stuff, but they just, you know, they take a couple cylinders out of the old engine and sell it as the same thing, trying to justify those price points. But anyway, if you are in the Bauer line, and we are, that's what we use at home. I've got Hercules and about everything else in the shop, but at home, in the RV we use Hart, and at home we use all Bauer stuff because it's a nice full line. They've got good solid batteries, solid chargers now, and now a lot more brushless. All right, let's keep going here and let's see what else we got. This one, I leaked this if you saw our coverage from the SEMA show, and it may not seem that big a deal to you, but I like this. For $25, I can replace the jack handle that I have on my Daytona jack. That's a 2-piece. Not only is this a 2-piece, it's a little bit longer, so I'm getting a little bit extra leverage, a little nicer feel in it, and none of that wiggle slop you get with those 2-piece construction jack handles. I'm excited about this. When I saw it at the show, it was one of the things they were teasing me because they're like, "That you're getting awfully excited about it." I'm like, I know, it's weird, but it's, for me, it's just, you know, I'm not moving and transporting my jack all the time. Those things weigh a ton, all right? They're not one of those aluminum, you know, jacks, racing jacks the kids are, you know, taking all over the place and racing their jacks. This kind of weird stuff kids do these days. Anyway, It stays in the shop. I use it, right here, and having a single piece just makes sense. I asked them, why don't you ship it with a single piece? And the issue comes down to shipping, just that, because trying to ship the whole jack with a single piece would be like you have this super heavy jack and then you have this really long box, and it would be awkward. Shipping them separately like this just makes more sense. And I'm happy for $25. That's an upgrade I will definitely be doing here, especially when they do one of those deals like anything under $30 kind of thing. I'll be jumping all over that. All right, Baxter. They have secretly just quietly, I want to say secretly, but quietly just been really upping the game with their higher level air tools here, especially finishing stuff like this. We got a right angle disc sander here for $80. The Baxter line, I've been hearing just nothing but praise for that. Let's see what else we got here. Hercules. They've come out with a whole new line of Hercules router bits. This is, like I said before, I've often said, like, hey, if you're just getting started, buy a set. Like, get one of these sets right here. They have bigger sets than that. Get one of these sets so you can figure out what you want, and then buy something nicer, down the road. I've never used these, and I can't sit there and say these are the nice ones you want to get. But I'm saying if you are looking for them, let's see here, Hercules router bit. They've got the new Hercules router. I mean, look at this. They've got a whole bunch of these new higher tier standalone router bits, and usually when people are selling them like that, it's because they're a higher level quality. Because if you want good router bits, you're not going to get them as a set. All right, that's just not going to happen. We're looking at $15, $20 for a router bit. They don't sell them as a set. The cheap stuff they sell as a set, but the cheap stuff can get some jobs done. All right, now look at, so you can get stuff done and on the cheap. Warrior 18 volt. This poor line has been sitting there waiting for some love for some time, and finally, look at this. They got the 18 volt cordless 1/4 inch hex impact driver kit. It means it comes with a battery and with the charger. Full disclosure, the charger on these things is just the kind that has a little barrel plug and plugs directly into the battery. Everything about this line is bargain basement, okay, folks? This is not a line that, hardcore tool bearers are going to get excited about. This is a line for people who are like, I just need something to get something done. I'm just getting started. I'm on a budget. Maybe I'm retired and I'm on a fixed income. Maybe I'm over at the brother-in-law's house and something happened. We got a project we got to do. Got to run to the store, and I'm not going to buy a high-end tool that's going to live in his house. We're going to get one of these. And, they're really starting to flesh out the whole Warrior system. First, we got the drill driver, and they had the flashlight, and that was it for the longest time. And then we saw the jigsaw, the recip saw, and now the impact driver. I'm excited to see what's coming next. We're going to see a circ saw in there, maybe some other tools. A grinder, that would be nice to kind of fill it out there. That'd be a good core system there for the real bargain hunters. All right, Avanti. Now, this is not a bargain one, but it's less expensive than a lot of the other name brands out there, and you're looking at $190 on this. Again, this is another one that I've heard nothing but rave reviews about the Avanti line that they've upgraded, with over at Harbor Freight. Now, they're doing this good, better, best, and Avanti's coming in at this top tier kind of stuff, really just knocking it out of the ballpark. Icon, speaking of knocking out of the ballpark, I remember when Icon got launched and every hater just came out of the woodwork. Oh, Harbor Freight can't make tools. Harbor Freight doesn't make tools. You guys got to figure that out. People are starting to realize that these are on par with, if you read the comments, go over to the Facebook page, go to any of the Icon groups, and you'll see, full-time, long-time mechanics who have started using these things going, I've been using it for 2 years, and I got to admit, these things are pretty good. And they don't want to say it, but $140. Think about how much that's going to cost in a tool truck version. This is a 3/8 5-75. This is your lower power kind of click torque wrench here. Flex head on this. This is a nice little tool here. I like this. $140, but that's not the big story. I don't think. I think the big story is the Quinn. We got two of them: a 1/2 inch drive click type torque wrench and a 3/8 click type torque wrench. Say that click type torque wrench fast. $80 on that one. What was the other price? We were looking at $90 on that. This is for the home gamer who really wants to step it up, get some good quality products. I mean, if maybe you're doing some head works on your engine stuff, maybe you're doing some other kind of stuff that you really want to make sure you're getting it dialed in, but you don't want to spend the money on a higher end professional grade one. Anybody can be happy with this. All right, let's see what else we got. We got bunny suits. from Ranger, full coverage, disposable, protective suit. So many jokes to be had with this. $9, not $9 to leave no DNA behind. Doyle 3-inch. This is awesome. So they've been phasing out the old central forge like this. I've had this one for years. This little thing right here, and then they had this one, the cross slide vise. Well, I mean, that's not this. This is a cradle style angle drill press vise, and I'm excited about it. That's something that I think I could use a lot with my drill press. And I'll be honest, I am the worst when it comes to drill presses, and I've done some stupid, sketchy stuff with them. You just don't think, oh, this won't be a problem. You do something fast, you're going to drill in aluminum, it binds up, then you got the whirling, aluminum arm of death kind of swirling. Come on, we've all been there. $65 on that. Just make that not a problem and be smart about it. All right. Drummond, we got the multi-directional submersible utility pump. That's the kind of thing you throw in your basement. Throw it in your garden, wherever, and, get rid of all that standing water. You don't want none of that. All right, let's see what else. And Drummond, that's another one. I've heard tons of great stuff on this. This will knock your socks off. No, okay, I'm lying. Bauer 400-pound miter saw stand. This looks very similar to the Central or Chicago Electric one that's being clearanced out, and there's a good reason. I think it's exactly the same. Let's see. Look at the wheel. The wheels, okay, the wheels are different. They look like they might be bigger, but I doubt it. I bet they're exactly the same. Different style of wheel. This one's got a little 3-spoke thing to it. I like the paint scheme looks better. It looks like it's better quality. That Chicago Electric one always kind of looked cheap to me, but same kind of functionality, same kind of setup. It's 400 pounds. The Chicago Electric's on clearance for $125 or lower, depending on the store you go to, if they still have it in stock. Anyway, that's just, them reiterating. Then we got the Quinn 3/8 drive SAE and metric master impact socket set. Love seeing them come out with this stuff. Good, solid, mid-range impact sets. $100. Would I pay $100 for it? Probably not. But I'm a bargain bear. I like to shop on sales and find deals and stuff. I really want to see when they have their next sale if this gets into it and how low it goes on this, because I've been a big fan of the Nico stuff. They've sent us stuff. Of course, Hard Freight sent us a bunch of stuff. So I want to compare them to Nico, see how they do, because these look pretty good quality. I'd be excited to see how it compares to my other master sets. All right. Now this one, the Icon multi-spline screw extractor set, 25-piece. Now if you're thinking, well, I've already seen this, just already came out. That's the 15-piece set that came out. This one just came out. It hit stores recently, and you may have seen some people with it, but this is, they call it a screw extractor. Maybe the smaller ones, but it's more of a bolt extractor, let's be honest. The kind of thing where you're going to you're going to drill into the bolt, and you're going to hammer one of these in, and you're going to use a ratchet to get it out. I would not recommend an impact on it, but I know you're going to do it anyway. And then we've got the Schneider 4-volt cordless soldering pen. This looks cool. I like the idea of a cordless soldering pen. A lot of little detail stuff that I work on from time to time. I might have to snag this for $50. Well, not for $50. Hopefully it goes on sale. Remember, the rule for shopping at Harbor Freight is wait for it to go on sale. It used to be get a coupon, but coupons are harder to come by. We got the Bauer 600-pound capacity folding steel sawhorse. This is not your deluxe full boat sawhorse. We'll show that here in just a second. This is your basic lightweight. I would consider this more of a secondary accessory sawhorses. So normally the way I do it is I'll have 2 higher-end sawhorses that are my main workhorse kind of sawhorses. And I'm talking about something like, say, these right here. And I like these because they're adjustable height. You can put 2x4s through them. You can turn it into a work surface. I love the flexibility of these. $55, each. They're a bit pricey. I get it. Maybe not everyone wants to go that route. They also have this version in plastic, which is nice because it's got the Bauer quick clamp there, the channel in the top where you can put it in there. It can hang off the side. It's got a cord wrap. It's plastic. It's lightweight, and you can do a lot of the same kind of stuff. Sort of like you got the little notch here on the side where I think you can put a 2x4 in it. Of course, you can do all sorts of stuff with it with the clamps and whatnot. But what we're seeing here is I see this as your second tier. Now, right now, my second tier are some cheap plastic ones. I think they're from Walmart or something. And I hate them. I hate them. So I'd be happy to ditch those and replace them with a pair of these. All right, let's move along. We're getting towards the end here. We got a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. We got the Bauer carbide disc here for your grinder. You can do all sorts of fun carving kind of stuff there on it. That's coming in at $15, and that's going to meet up with a bunch of these other disposable kind of stuff. Not disposable, but consumables. 6-inch, 120 grit PSA sanding disc. They have more, but they now have a line of Bauer sanding discs as well. We've got the Harbor Freight. Look at this ceramic fiber disc there, 36 grit. That'll get rid of some material. Franklin king size mattress bag. That and that Ranger kit coming out at that bunny suit coming out at the same time. I need the mattress bag and the protective suit. Did they make a TV show about this or something? Anyway, and lastly, we got the Bunker Hill 2-inch solid brass combination padlock that I'm sure you can't defeat with just a single whack from a hammer. $12.99. These things, any locks like this, especially at this price range, they're locks to prevent opportunity issues. They're not going to stop somebody who's dedicated. I mean, let's be honest, somebody who's dedicated they're going to jump that fence. They don't care about the lock. Anyway, there we go. Just wanted to show you the new stuff. Really excited. Got to tell you, I'm really excited to see the impact. I can't wait to try those out. We'll try to get those in the shop here soon and see what they can do. Anyway, till next time, you all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.